Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wonderfully Hopeless podcast. My name is Charity, and it is February 9th, and it's 5:30 in the evening. I thought I would, better late than never, do a update on my progress for my crafting this month. So I have actually gotten a fair bit of crafting done, including one finish. So let's start with that. I finished a pair of fingerless mitts. I actually just finished these last night. So these are going to be for a friend of mine at work. I used Malabrigo. I don't remember the colorway name, and I did these on a size 0 circular needle. And what was the pattern? I can look that up. I did not write down everything like I should, but I need to get a little bit better at that. So knit companion, socks versus fingerless mitts. Who wrote the pattern? Can I find that on here? Apparently not. I did get it off of Ravelry, obviously, and that's my dog who is in trouble and in timeout. So that was my finish. Let's just kind of grab what's on top of the stack, kind of stacked perilously over here. So my next big project has been my sweater, and I'm following, loosely following a YouTube tutorial on this, and it is looking really good. I've got the sleeve and the border. I don't think I'm going to put the hood that the pattern has on. I think I'm just going to do the sleeve and the border, and it's going to be done. I'm kind of hoping to get it finished by the end of the week, but I am using Lion Brand woolies in linen, blush heather, and what's the last color? Dark rose heather. And I am using, I think this is an eye. Yeah, an eye crochet hook, or 5.5. All right. So there's that. All right. Next up, and crafts are on the floor. We have my new year, new start. And I started this peacock. This is Designs by Cooler. And this is how far I got, which I'm really happy with. I wanted to get the neck done. There's a few stitches not done yet, but overall most of the stitching in the head and the neck are done. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this away and pull out one of my other projects and rotate it out. But that's the progress I made on this. Okay, we're just gonna make another pile. It's fine. it's fine. And then, because we know I don't do a lot of cross stitch that's not the mermaid. Next up is the mermaid. So, if you don't remember, there's the mermaid. And I am almost at 80%. So I did almost 5% in January. I have not stitched too much on it in the last few weeks because I've been trying to get the sweater finished. So it's not going as fast as it was. I'm watching cats and make sure they don't get themselves in trouble. Mostly that one right there is going for his sister's food that is right back there, and he thinks I'm not paying attention to him. I am. And he shouldn't be eating his sister's food because I'm trying to get his sister to gain weight, and his butt is on a special diet so he doesn't get sick. So yeah, he's trying to be sneaky. It's not working. I can see him in the camera. All right, here is where we are at. As you can see, I got a lot done in the last month. So this is like a page and a bit that's almost completely finished. The page line is down here, so there's just a little bit more up here, and then I'm going to go to the next set. You can just start to see some of the details of the pirate ship. We've got the mast here and the lookout on the top. So I've really been enjoying it. I usually work on it while we watch hockey at night. But like I said, I've been working on, oh, I forgot a project. Oops. All right, I've been working on it on the sweater at night, and so, or a lot, and haven't gotten this done as much. But my goal is to hopefully get to 85% by end of March. I think that's a little bit more realistic. All right, so there's that one. All right, next up is my blanket for my gift supply. So as I mentioned, I try and make blankets or shawls to give to people who need a hug or going through a difficult time. And I don't have anybody in particular in mind for this one. I just wanted to use up some leftover yarn, and then I got some more to make it to go with it. And I'm kind of work on this here and there and trying to get it so I can have one in my stash. I'm currently out of gifts. I have a couple shawls, but guys don't do shawls typically, so I try and do a blanket, have some blankets going. So I've got this one, and then I already have in mind what I want to start for the next one. I think I'm probably going to do something besides a granny square blanket. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but like I said, it was scrap yarn, and then I'm using some of the I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby to finish it off. So there's that project. I forgot, and I'm just not going to go into the other room to get it. My shawl that I call a hug. I didn't get a lot done on it. I usually end up working on that when Jim is at D&D. Didn't have a lot of D&D nights this month, so it didn't see a lot of progress, and I was working on other things. So, but I've got a couple of those in, so it's not a big deal. All right, two more. All right. I'm gonna have to look up the name of this pattern. Let me guess, my phone's under everything over here. I've already lost my phone. I don't know what I did with it. This, you can tell it's the end of the day. And I don't even know if I have that. No, this pattern is not on here. Excuse me. Anyway, this is my, I think it's the Anthology or the Habitation. I don't remember which one. It's a Helen Stewart pattern. Where's my, I just kind of work on this one willy-nilly. Where is the progress keeper so we can talk it? Here we go. All right. So I finished the, let's just get closer. It's easier. I finished the gray, red, and cream color. I did a stripe of the white, and I have started this golden color. So really would like to get this finished by the end of the year, which means I probably need to pick up the speed. But again, the sweater has been more the priority. So there's that. And because I finished the fingerless mitts, I started, Sullivan, I see you back there. I picked up socks for my husband. I put these aside to work on the mitts. But we are back to the socks. So this is where I'm at. I need to put a progress keeper on here and change out the Christmas marker. I am using Premier Yarns. This is a Deborah Norville Serenity sock. What's the color? Picasso Marble. So this is my purse knitting. Knit on it every morning while I'm greeting the kiddos, in appointments, all that good jazz. These get knit on. Okay. That is all my knitting and cross stitch and crochet. What else have I been up to? You know, normal life stuff. Jim's doing good, which is always helpful. Work is work. The kids have been fine. They watch this video, so, you know, some of them do anyway. Okay, cat's being sneaky. Same old, same old. I got some new pets. I don't know if I can turn the camera. Let's see. So you might be able to see somebody in the corner there. So I got a couple gerbils because, yeah, I can't not have pets. It's like a thing. But yeah, so my plans for February, I'm going to finish the sweater. I should have it finished by the end of the week. I hope. That's my goal. And then I want to get back on track with Mermaid. I really would like to see 85% by the end of March, which is entirely doable. The next 2 pages are a little bit more confetti. The last couple pages are almost straight up black. So I am so close to the finish. I'm really powering through. And I have decided 200 stitches and I call it good, and I work on whatever I want after that. Some nights that means I just keep going on the Mermaid. Some nights that means I tackle a different project. I have been enjoying the Peacock, But I think, and it's actually over here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I have a couple options for what I could pull out. I think so. I'm of two minds, but I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going to end up. So I have my Serenity Prayer. So I'm doing the My Big Toe Designs one. So it looks like that. And I am working on the border. So this is where I'm at. I might pull this one out and work on it for a while. Or, and what I'm leaning towards right now is this kit with cute little kitties. So I dyed the fabric and I'm working right in the water. So I don't know. I'm really kind of liking the easy little kits. So I'm thinking I'm gonna work on this next. And bonus, this one's super easy to work on. And the pattern's easy to see. The peacock pattern is not so easy to read, but this one is really easy. So I'm leaning towards this one right now. The pattern for the Serenity Prayer is on my on my tablet, and so being lazy, I don't typically grab my tablet off the stand and bring it in here. Could I? Yes. Do I? Not usually. Now that might change because the Stitchy Bug is definitely coming back, especially since I am now giving myself permission to have something besides just the mermaid out. So I think I'm going to rotate to the peacock for this, and we'll see what I want to do in March if I want to, because I haven't done that much stitching, and I'm probably not going to do that much stitching until I finish that sweater. So I may keep this for March as well. We'll see what I want to do in March. That's March's problem. This kind of screams St. Patty's Day, so maybe I'll switch to this in March. I don't know yet. That's March's problem. But I'm gonna try and show a lot more cross stitch some love. I'm really not planning on starting a lot of new stuff. I mean, obviously I'll start another blanket when I finish that blanket. I'll start another shawl when I finish the shawl. I'll always have socks on the go, so I'll start another pair of socks. But I'm probably going to mostly work on some whips for knitting because I've got too many. I have enough cross stitch whips. I don't need to have so many knitting whips. So I'm going to try and start, although a lot of them are blankets. So that, but I want to finish at least one of the blankets. I think I'm going to go for the one I've been working on to get it finished this year. So I think that's going to rotate up in priority once the sweater is done, and set myself a goal of kind of like mermaid. I do 200 stitches. I think I want to do the same thing with the blanket and say I want to do so many a week. I don't know that I'll do it every day. But that's my goal, is I want to get it done. And I am on schedule to get the mermaid done by July. So, and that's the goal. I would like to have it done, potentially even framed by my husband's birthday, which is July 1st. That's a little ambitious, but I would like it done in July. So that, I think, is everything I have for everybody today. I hope everybody's having a great crafty start of the year, and I will talk to you guys all later. Bye now.